Alright guys, so this is where we currently stand with this axe. I'm a little short on material here. Alright guys, so while the axe head cools, we're going to start on the handle. Here I have an old axe handle. I've never made an axe, so I'm not sure how to do it. So I'm going to be using this guy as reference. If you look at the pictures of the axe online, you can see it's pretty similar shape to kind of axe. Just it seems to be more round, especially the eye. The eye's are round. That's why I made my eye round for the axe. So I'm going to be using this as a template and adjusting it as I need. And for that, we got this big old slab of hickory because that's all I could find. And we're going to be cutting out of this. It's 2 inches thick, so should work. Just try it. So I printed out a replica of the axe. It's kind of close to shape, kind of close to size. And I cleaned it up and I'm going to be using that as my template. Get a rough idea. I was way bigger than I needed to be. But this template also isn't exact, so I'm not going to go completely by it. But I do need to thin this down. It is raining quite a lot outside. So that'll give me a rough idea of what I'm doing. Alright, so we're rough thin, still pretty thick, but it's definitely feeling a lot more comfortable. Maybe my hands aren't as big as Kratos, who knows. But we're pretty rough thin. I got the eye roughed in as well. Well, I'm going to start roughing in the eye to start fitting that guy. So I'm gonna start doing that. Once the eye fits and I'm comfortable where it's at, I'll start tapering everything out and get everything nice and smooth so that we can continue on this with this build. Alright guys, so the handle is roughed in. It feels very nice and comfortable to the grip. And the little emblem on the bottom, the carving, I still have to carve out, but that will be later. And it fits very nicely. My hole's a little bit bigger than the hole in the wood because of the way it tapers, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. So next up, we're gonna be doing the little ears or sideburns, or I don't know what these things are called because I don't make axes. But I'm gonna cut it out of the steel and I'm just gonna weld it on to the sides, as well as this little top part that goes on there. I'm gonna do that as well. Alright guys, so I have roughly the markings I'm going to be engraving into it. I'm going to start cutting it out with a Dremel tool. But before that, I'd like to thank the sponsors of the challenge. Links to their pages will be in the description down below. I use most of them myself, and they're very good companies. Remember, these sponsors are providing the prizes for the viewer portion of the challenge. And also don't forget to watch the other channel builds, and don't forget to vote in the link down below. Everything will be in the description. The channel's in the link, so you can vote for your favorite. Hopefully it's me. And let's get back with the build. Alright guys, so the markings are done. It's really hard to do this with a Dremel, and I don't have any specific kinds of chisels to do it with. But so far so good. Now I'm gonna go to my brother's house to heat treat because this thing's too big and it's tearing up my forge. So let's go on and get this guy heat treated. Alright guys, so the axe head is done and we're moving on to the handle. We're gonna be carving this guy out. It's a rough sketch of the Norse dragon that's on the bottom of the hilt. No, the hilt. The handle of the axe. So let's get started with that. Hopefully it comes out nice. I've never done any kind of carving like this. We'll hit it with the Dremel and hopefully it'll come out nice enough. Alright guys, so the handle is ready. I actually went to my brother's workshop and stole his stain and I forgot to record it. But I stained it a little mix of a couple different stains and I like the color. So all that's left to do is to assemble it and we're done. Alright guys, so we're essentially done with the build. All that's left to do is give it a good sharpen.